Hi Flosstube. It is time for a mid-year WIP parade. So I thought I would get started and jump on here and show you what I've been working on for the last 6-ish months. Yeah, we'll see what I've got and we'll see if I've made any progress on things. A few things, which is fine. So first of all is my mandala hedgehog. This is an Etsy pattern from Awesome Pattern Studio, I believe. I am so close to being finished. I gotta remember how to show you things again. He is so close to being finished, and he's quite cute. So I literally have, I think, 300 stitches left. I just need to pull him out and bust tail. I'm excited for him to be done. I'm gonna try not to say really cute 18,000 times, but no promises at all. Welcome back, everybody. I don't promise to be on here very often at all. I don't think, maybe just WIP parades every once in a while. I'm over on Instagram on JuliaB.in.stitches on Instagram. So that's where I am, and that's where I post sometimes. Not even super often. I've got a couple of new starts to show you. This is my very newest new start. This is Mini Coffee Sloth by Sheena Pike. Pattern is from Heaven and Earth Designs, and that is a full 5%. That's on 18 count. Actually, I think that's on 20 count, 2/1. I really struggled getting started on this one. Jumping back and forth between 18 and 20 count. For some reason, the lines and the one and the they line up differently, and I struggled. So I restarted this first little bits, I don't know, probably 10 times. Anyways, so I'm really excited to get going on that. It's the one that says, no talkie before coffee, says this slothy, which I appreciate very much. So that's where we are on that one. Turn my notes back. The next one is a new designer to me. This is by Leah Roche. Again, from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is, I think you say Dukesad? It's a picture of an owl. Anyways, I think he's really cool. And that is really coming in beautifully. This is actually a really good example of the stitching style I'm doing now. If I can point correctly. I'm doing it on the diagonal, but stitching, starting at the top, picking a color, stitching it as long as it goes, and then coming back up and around and doing it up the next diagonal. So it's kind of a combination of cross country and diagonal, and a little bit of parking. It kind of depends if I park or not, or how much I do. So I'm really enjoying that one. Let's see, did I write down? This one, I believe, is on 18 count as well. I'm enjoying using my extra little pieces of fabric and actually getting some things started, so that's fun. That is 3.88% on Dukesad. I really like owls, apparently. And dragons, I am discovering. So, next new start. I started on my birthday in March this year. And this is Dragon Guardian? Quick Stitch Dragon Guardian, I believe is what it's called officially. The designer is Lisa or the artwork is by Lisa Victoria. Let's see if we can get it. And again, pattern is from Heaven and Earth Designs. That is already at 7.25%. This is one for my daughter. The dragon is kind of draping his arms around a dark-haired girl. Oh, I just think it's really cool looking. And I thought of the way I posted it on Instagram was something about sheltering within the wings of imagination. That's kind of how I think of it, like that her imagination and her creativity will be her shelter, if you will. So I just really like that. And I really like how it's turning out. It's very clear and lovely. It's quite small, so maybe we'll actually be done in a decent amount of time on this one. Cross your fingers. It is not a finish anytime soon one for me. Not that I'm definitely a process stitcher. I'm not a finish all the things stitcher, so I'm okay with starting quite a few things. I am trying to contain myself to like one drawer worth of WIPs, just because at some point I need to calm down a little bit, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. Okay, I think this is my last new start for this year. This is Cosmic Marbles. This is another Heaven and Earth design. Artist is Amy Stewart. I did do a crop on this. So this is the awesome Cosmic Marbles, and they are coming out so cool. So this is actually on 22 count, and I'm trying 2/110 for the first time. So yeah, close up you can see a little bit, but man, back here, I don't care one bit. And again, I'm doing that diagonal stitching. This one I think I did 20 stitches wide instead of just 10, but really enjoying it. It just is speeding along. It's quite fun. I really, really enjoyed this one. This one is already at 11.4% of the section that I've cropped out. I did leave enough fabric attached on this ungraded fabric in case I want to go back and do all of the entire thing. This is kind of just the purpley and tealy colors of the marble, and those were my favorite bits, and I decided that since this one is one where you can kind of pick up and go anywhere, as far as you're not losing the picture, you're just kind of picking the colors you want. I'm not making any sounds, I need some more coffee. I figured I could pick up and stitch what I wanted and then come back and do more later if I wanted, or I could be done sooner if that's how that went. Let's see, next one is Cardinal Family, and it's a new designer for me. New designer and new fabric designer. Fabric dyer. So I got this fabric from, so pretty. This is from JuliaB.in.stitches. I won a giveaway on her Instagram, which was super, super fun. And so I'm putting this Cardinal Family on there. She looks glorious. Oh, be straight. Sorry if I keep just spinning them around. So this is from Paine Free Crafts. The artist is Janet Stever. It's on an 18 count custom dyed, which probably makes it 20. I'm at 3.74%. This kind of feels like a more winter piece to me because of the cardinal and the scarves, so I'll probably pick it back up in a little while, but making a good little pile down there. Okay, so now we're back into not brand new stitches. Oh, I did not open this one up. This is Grand Library. This is my current only supersize max color from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I am realizing that I'm quite a slow stitcher. And while I love about 10, oh, I'm sorry, of the, I love about 10 or 20 or 100 of the supersize max colors, I really should probably only do 1 or 2, even though I want to do way more. I'm trying to get this full so you could see some of it. Okay. So this is the Grand Library. Oh, this is just that top corner. I love this dragon down here. They look so cool. I think this is down to the bottom of the second page, and then the first page ends, that first page corner is around there. So I've probably got about a total of 2 full pages done. We are at 2.45% on this, so that's pretty exciting. This is 20 count, 2/1, easy guide, and it is definitely hashtag team bedspread. If you know, you know. So that one may not ever get done in my lifetime, but I'm a bookworm. It's library and dragons. Okay, getting into a slightly older one. Older one I've been stitching for like 2 years now. This is another one that my daughter picked out. This is called, this is mini, it's a mini Purity, but it's in max color. It's from Heaven and Earth Designs. Artist is, I'm gonna have to look this one up. Oh, that's gonna, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Joan Marie. That's right. Yeah, so artist is Joan Marie. And so that is where I am in this one. There. Yeah, minis are amazing. They're super fun. Max color is super fun. I don't ever think I would put them together again, because the color changes are quite insane. So that is on 20 count, 2/1, and that's at 18.39%. So, moving along on that pretty well. Let's see. This is from Charting Creations. Doing this as a sal with several people on Instagram. Angie Slowly Crafts and Peace, Love, and Stitches are both working on this, and I'm sure some other people as well. This is also by Sheena Pike, but it's over at Charting Creations. So this is Daydream Sea Turtles. And this is an ungridded 18 count that I'm doing 2/1 and putting in the grid lines with a friction pen, and that's working pretty well. And got a whole bunch of the turtle shell coming in here, which is looking really, really cool. That is at 6.85%. So really, I have a long way to go on this one. I don't know if this is, Charting Creations does their sizes slightly differently. I think this is the regular. I don't think this is the large, as you will. So that is where that one is. Next one is another Hade. This one I was having fun and experimenting. This is Mini Mountain Cabin. I started it with Lydia's leisurely stitching for a birthday sal for her. And I decided I was going to try to do extreme cross country because there's the entire piece. It's going quite well. I have, I think, 3 or 4 colors done so far. 3 colors done. It's been pretty fun. I just haven't picked it up a whole bunch, but I think the thing I'm struggling with extreme cross country is that I don't have a frame to work on. I work on Q snaps now. My largest one is 11 by 14, and that's kind of the biggest I want to go, I think. But even at that size, I'm moving it several times when I jump in back and forth between when I do one color over the whole thing. So I just feel like I'm going to be moving the stitches a lot as I move the Q snap. So I haven't decided, but I think it's really cool. You can already see over here. You can see the mountain coming in, and that's a tree right here. It doesn't really look like a whole lot yet, but it will soon. So that one's been fun, and it's due to come back out very soon because I haven't worked on it in a while. So that's at 7.39%, so that's pretty fun. And then my very favorite, and this is my focus piece for the year. So this is my last stitch I'm going to show you. This is Mini Reading Time from Hade by Randall Spangler. And this one I am trying to work on a ton. I'd like to get at least to 75% this year, if not more. Okay, there we go. So there is Mini Reading Time. Ah, it looks so amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. I've done quite a few different ways of stitching on this. But they're all so fun. You can't see. That's the section I'm currently working on. looking really good. So, love it. It's very fun. So this is just over 50%, 50.92%. Oh, I'm gonna get my needle minder stuck with the stitch. Don't. Magnets. Let go. There we go. I think we got it stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna get that back on the key snap and keep working on it because it is the one that wants to be worked on. So I've got a WIP go going for the year. I'm doing all right. There's a couple of them from, I think there's one from April that I'm behind on, and I think I've done all of June, and anyway, so kind of back and forth. I think the only other thing I was going to tell you is, just a second, I keep seeing people asking about needle threaders. So this is the, I'm going to do the fancy. How do you do this? There we go. That's a clover yarn threader, and I can find it at 123 Stitch and Stitchery Express, a couple of things like that. I really like it because it accommodates several different sizes of needles, and it is it's fairly sturdy compared to the super skinny ones. There's a little hole on there that you can attach things to, so I have this attached to something that will magnet to my needle minders. And then on the one I use all the time, I got a fancy little scissor fob thing from Etsy somewhere, just because it's pretty. And that also, the metal parts magnet to my needles. So I don't lose my needle threader, which is amazing. So that just hangs out on there. This is my extra one, and these are my babies now. These are my friends. So I think that is everything I have. That is a super, super fast WIP parade, but that's where we are. Life is pretty busy, life is good, but it keeps me from stitching a ton. But I enjoy the process. I enjoy the mental relaxation that comes from it. I enjoy the community that is around, and so that's good enough for me. If I have any plans, I want to work on reading time a whole bunch. I have the supersized max color Amazing Animals by Amy Stewart. Like, I have the fabric, I have the thread, I have everything. It's just waiting for me to start it. The other one is, let's see if I can pull it up. That's not gonna happen. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see that. There's this cool train picture I found on Etsy. I just think it's really, really pretty. I had Kaylee.in.stitches chart it for me. After that, I watched a YouTube on Flosstube here, and I wanted to mention it because I think it's really important. Bluebell.stitches, I want to say. I'll tag her in the description. She works in AI, and she did this video about AI within cross-stitch and cross-stitch designs and the art that's made, and knowing if something has been pulled from another artist and just kind of been mishmashed with something, and is that artist getting compensated. It's a really interesting conversation, and it was really thought-provoking, and I'm gonna really try personally for myself to make sure that the cross-stitch designs that I am purchasing come from artists that I know will be compensated for their art. So I try to work with the companies that I know are reaching out to artists, and there are digital artists out there, absolutely, but the ones that are specifically AI generated, I'm not comfortable purchasing from them. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that if you have any thoughts and questions and everything else. Otherwise, check out her video. Yeah. So I think that's about it for this time. Hopefully I will see you guys again at the end of the year. We'll talk to you later. Bye.